everybody. Welcome to another ride along with goggles. And this is pretty cool, huh? We're under a big bin here. Gravel, I guess, grade separator, whatever they're going to do, or put the different grades of gravel in the different bins here. And we're in Harbor at a redesigned site by ReconLobster. This used to be just a straight ahead gravel pit. And you can see we've got a big sort of plateau gravel top over here. You can't really see it from there, but the loader's up on it, and yeah, it's see up on top beyond the loader you can see a wheel loader and a dozer up there, and that's where you dump your load off if you drive up the ramp there and drop it off up there. And I guess the whole purpose is there's a face to dig from where this near loader is, so if you put it up there and flatten it out, push it out with the crawler up top, you've got a face for this guy down here to load with his bucket and load the bins we're in. It goes up that conveyor. Very nice, but it didn't turn me around, so we got to get out of here. But I think we can sneak right past there, so shouldn't be a big deal. And oh, we got to listen to this.
Hello, driver. I'm really looking forward to our trip today. Let's see if we can get there safely and on time. I'll do my part, and I'm sure you will do yours. Spark this puppy up and let's roll.
All right. So we got the Ruda 362 here, the update, and oh, I should show you real quick, real fast. Truck manager. So this is the 110-inch cab, and I've got a little day cab here. And the day cab's super cool. It has different chassis. You can put a real long chassis on it if you want. And that would be the perfect hay truck with a real long deck on it. But speaking of hay, new skin coming very soon. Hell Creek Hay and Feed. And principally set up for hauling feed and hay, obviously. But so that's the short cab. I don't think I made this skin for the medium cab yet. Nope. And that's a 63. This was a day cab, and we got the 110. Oh, sorry, that's the 63, the day cab. The 82 is here. That's it. It used to be a 90. Now it's an 82 and a 110. Anyway, let's and lots of other stuff going on with this thing. So we'll get to that in another video, but let's get going because I think this might be urgent. So wasting time blabbing here. So we're going to pull out. Oh, parking brake. See if we can't turn around this guy here. Hopefully we can get the trailer out from under there. The back. No, nothing snagged. Oh, geez, gotta watch out for this dude in his wheelbarrow. Oh, now we gotta follow him out. I used to work construction when I was young. We used to call that a pick your nationality single axle. Kind of goofy. Well, it could have went out right there. I don't know. Anyway, we'll scoot over through here. So, we'll take a look around here. There's the ramp up onto the pile. And there's where we came into the yard. And there's a weigh scale in and out. So it says we got 63 on.
You must have been a really bad Boy Scout. Turn around.
I can't remember what we weighed now, to tell you the truth. Was it... Oh,
you must
boy.
have been a really bad Boy Scout. Turn around.
Let me think. 30, 50, 53, 55? Something like that. Now we're 115. It says we've got 63 on. Yeah, so we're about 52,000 pounds when we came in. Empty.
You must have been a really bad Boy Scout. Turn around. You've made a proper mess of that. Turn around and tell me you're sorry.
I'm not going to do either.
Continue straight on.
So those frames are locked on solid, and I've got the lights on, and so hopefully, let me check my headset volume's a little high. I'll turn it down so I don't think I have to yell at you. I had an interesting conversation. I think I mentioned in a previous video that I was going to talk to somebody who might know a thing or two about truck mods and lights and the situation with the lighting, and that person happened to be the fellow behind Pister Modding, because Pister is not a person's name. It's the modding outfit, and I talked to him about it, and he was very enlightening. And what happens with the lights, and it all depends. A lot of it has to do with how the modder approaches lights and how he puts his light pack together. And
Continue straight on.
there's an option to, so a light has a mask, so it's, see, there's no stop sign on the other side of this intersection, even though there's a line there. I complained about that when Montana came out. Anyway, so what happens is you've got light and a light mask. So when you put your light on the side of the truck and you build it with a light mask,
Continue straight on.
you essentially control, you know, what that light looks like, I guess, but it's not a flare. So you see, there's a difference between a flare and a light. A light is going to show when you look at it as a light like that. A flare is going to do what those rear lights are doing, where they're putting light on the ground.
Turn left now.
So you're seeing light on the ground, broadcast light, or like the headlights, that's a flare. And the side lights or marker lights that's just a light. So if a guy treats his marker lights like a flare, then I would imagine that's going to cause a lot of grief, because it's got to broadcast that light and it's got to make it show up on something. So, and then inside the light, there's a different number of bulbs you can use, or like if you have a multi-LED light with a whole bunch of little dots in it, that's going to be a more intense light to run. And I think that, you know, this is sort of the Coles Note version on it, but I think the whole idea is you should be using the mask. If you can use the mask properly, you're going to get a better result with your light, and it's not going to be as intense. And sort of my takeaway, you know, I may have it wrong, somebody can correct me if I do, but that's the gist of it. And why some lights, like that underglow light on the trailer, it kind of makes sense that that was a problem, because there's broadcasting light all over the ground. A great big pool of light under there. Take that off and all of a sudden the problem's gone away. So that's interesting. Anyway, we'll leave that there. Get on to the elephant in the room. This truck. So it's great. The mod is great. I think anybody who has it is real happy to have it. The new chassis are nice. New rear suspension. New options pretty much all over the place. But those of us who skin trucks and make paint jobs for them are deeply, and in some cases bitterly, disappointed. And what's going on is, and if any of you know my skins or have used some of the skins I've made for the previous version of this truck, you'll see that I put a fair bit of work into it. There's quite a bit of detail, and there's a lot of things that are painted. And for example, even on the recent version of this skin, this is the Gray Ghost skin, work in progress on this truck, not going to be released until they sort things out, and we'll get to that. But I had a wood dash option where if you chose paint, you could have this really nice wood grain dash. That's gone in the new one. We could have, which I didn't have on this skin, but I have on most of my skins for this truck. We have rear fenders with either pinstripes or scroll work on the back of the fender. Some like the JJ Riley have the initials JJR on the back of the fenders. So all of those things are gone now. Not going to happen anymore. And it's a shame. And various parts of the truck right now aren't painting properly. And what they've done is they've gone from a simple template to advanced. And so you have your main body on one skin, one template. You put that in, you know, and then you've got to take all your component parts and paint them separately on other templates. Well, it's not working right. And it's really quite a mess. And the quality of the paint jobs that you're going to be getting, if they don't change anything, are substandard now. They're not going to have the level of detail or things on them that you're used to seeing. You're going to see here and there errors or some paint where you don't want there to be paint. And in the current scenario as this stands right now, that's why I can't put this paint job out. Like I can't have a deck plate on it. I can't have painted fuel tanks because they have sampling from the truck all over them. It looks it's a mess. It's psychedelic. So if the folks at by John Ruda are listening to all of the complaints they're getting and concerns, maybe they'll do something about it and go back to the old way, or develop a new template style or something and get back to where they were, because where they're going is bad. But I guess my real big concern is they have an update coming for the Classic XL and the W900, and heaven forbid they're going to this model with those, because the level of detail and paint job you can put on those trucks right now is outstanding. You can put pinstripes on the sides of the frame rails. You can put script on there if you want. You can put your own chassis warning stickers, whatever you want. You can do the deck plate however you want. You can put pinstripes down it. You can put pinstripes on the rear bumper. All of those things are gone on this truck. This rear bumper, I can't do anything with it. Nothing, nada, just paint it. There's no pinstripes. I can't put any script on the back of it. And what they've done with the fuel tanks, there's no guarantee. At this point, I can't get them to work, so I don't know. But there's one single tank. That's it. You get one tank, you don't get both tanks. So if you put a fuel tank label at one end of the tank, it's either going to be backwards, so you won't be able to read it, or, you know, it would be wrong, which is, you know, sticks and not something I'd be happy to have. And it would be at the same side of the tank, the right side, or it would be on the other side of the other end of the tank, away from the filler neck and readable. So what do you want? Do you want it in the wrong place, or do you want it not readable? Well, it's what it's going to be. So another own goal, like mistake, and you know, these things have to be addressed. And if the folks at by John Ruda are not living in their own little bubble and they're listening, they'll fix it. They'll do something about it. But if they're just going to blow all us skinners off and say, "Oh, too bad, we include skins with the truck. What do you want?" Then I'm afraid I'll never drive this thing again. So who knows? This might be the last trip. So we'll see what they do. I hate to blow their, you know, their rain on their parade for introducing this great new truck, but my whole game is doing skins, and I have a passion for it, and I'm pretty sad about it. So sorry to get down a downer, but it's not the end of the world. There's other trucks. We'll see what happens. See if they're listening or not. If they're listening, they'll do the right thing. If they're not, see ya. So I've got the SCS side tipper on here, side dumper. Oh, he's gonna go. Oh no, he's not. Attaboy. SCS side dumper. And the cool thing I may have mentioned before with this is if you select custom paint instead of metallic, you can paint it two colors. So the framework one color and the body of the dumper another. So in this case I've sort of tried to match the paint scheme of the truck, which is interesting.
Straight on.
Oh, did I say we were heading to Hell Creek? Going to the Hell Creek Ranch, the machinery side. And they need some gravel. That's interesting. Maybe there's going to be some yard improvement there. Oh, the other thing, I got PNG in the game. Look at the ground, looks a little different. The dirt really looks good. You'll see the, I forgot to just point it out when we were in the yard we were just in. The gravel pit, Prairie Sand and Gravel, by the way. Oh man, I'm not doing well with the gears today. There's Texas beef packers. Lubbock, Texas, US dot. Texas dot. Nice. Been a while since I've been on this road. This way to Glasgow, and then we're gonna hang right up here.
Right, and then turn right. Turn right now.
Looking at that convertible Mustang reminds me of doing that road up from Prudhoe Bay in a snowstorm and seeing one of those go by. Mustang convertible.
Continue straight on.
And that was a real bummer. I think I've already been over it. The video not getting released on time or in HD by YouTube after adequate time. They were just slow getting it updated. Anyway,
Get ready to turn left.
somebody was mentioning, like I did want to take
Turn left now.
like I put the poll out for what truck to drive in that video from Prudhoe Bay to Fairbanks, and the Ruda W900 won, so that's what I drove. And my heart was with the LTL 9000. Uh-oh. So somebody had the bright idea, brilliant idea actually, to, well, just do a backhaul, go the other way, with the LTL 9000. So I think what I'll do is next Saturday, I'll do the LTL in the reverse direction. And I've heard from several people that you don't need the tire chains anymore. And shows you how long it's been since I've driven that particular stretch of north to Alaska. Because the last time I did, if you didn't put the chains on, you couldn't get over 25 miles an hour, no matter what you did, how much power you had or whatever. It was just sort of stuck, struggling, and not spinning the tires, just like driving in molasses. It was really frustrating. So along with that change in the snow texture, maybe they fixed that. So at some point this week, I'm going to just run up there and do a little drive on my own just to see what's going on. And if that's the case, then we won't have to stop for tires, or tire chains. Oh, the sky's trying to lighten up here. That's nice. I better slow down a bit. So I got the Cummins 444 that comes with the truck, but I've souped it up. And you can do that in your own open depth if you're not, you know, it's easy enough to do. Yeah, and that's another thing. I gotta do a video on that. How to soup up your Ruda truck mods. How to change your, you know, what you can do with the open depth that comes with the truck. It's a lot. Like with that W900, the way I tune it for weight, so it's useful as a triaxle, and you can still steer it with, you know, for heavy haul. That kind of stuff you can do in there. Maybe I can get to that this week too. Darn, I wish I wasn't so heavy. I'd try and pass this guy. 63,000. That's a little much. Try and get out there in the fast lane with. Got the side skirts on it because the chrome tanks kind of ruined the black paint job, the black lower on the... oh yeah, it's the other thing that doesn't paint right. I used their template. I got the gray ghost on it, faint, and it doesn't show up. It's just, don't know, weird stuff going on with this. And I think what their intention is that the way they've made it, like I have to say they're not thinking about the Steam Workshop. They're not thinking about people putting skins on there and how they get them uploaded and structured to make them so you're able to upload them, which most people, including myself, do through Mod Studio 2. And I think they've got a whole new plan construed for how you're supposed to make a skin, package it, and put it wherever you're going to do it. But I think their intention is not that they're making the skin widely available for the public. They're thinking about the end user just doing it for themselves using
Get ready to turn right.
the open definition.
Turn right now.
Just kind of crappy. So no more, you know, you're going to see a huge drop off in the number of skins on Steam. Because there's, clearly it's an afterthought right now. It's not in their calculation that people might care about having skins other than the ones that come with the truck, or make your own individually, have them in your open depth. I don't know. It's weird. So hopefully I'm just being alarmist and it all works out. We'll find out. This is such a good looking truck. Don't go in there too fast. I have a hard time judging the speed when I'm out here on the roof. All I gotta do is look down at this speedometer right here, but like I say, I like using the ones in the truck. Don't have to move my eyes as far away from what I'm trying to see happen in front of me. Jordan.
Continue straight on. Get ready to turn right. Turn right now. Turn right now.
Oh, jeez, come on. That's about time I got that PNG mod. We'll see what the dirt looks like when we get to the ranch. I wonder if you can do something funny with the mouse to see the view. No? Yeah. What about, no, drive by? Yeah, no, that sort of slows the camera down. Yeah, it looks different. We're gonna have to hop in pretty soon. Let's see, what do we do? Just go like that. There we go. Oh, Buffy's out waiting for Recon here. Whoops. Oh yeah, she is. I like these mirrors with that built-in convex lens or spot lens in the bottom, or mirror in the bottom, because it doesn't get hidden down below the door. And when you're in, oh shoot. Oh, we've got a B train, right? It's not a turnpike double. Yeah, it's easy. Okay. I think this thing backs up pretty good too.
We're here. Well done, driver. That was a great trip despite the traffic and those crazy drivers. Where did they get their licenses anyway? I'm a little tired, but after we get this load off, you want to go for a beer. Awesome. Somehow I knew you'd say that.
Okay, let's see if we can do this. This trailer, you can pick up the rear axle on the back trailer, but not the front trailer. So with this configuration backing up, you'd want to leave that rear axle down because it makes the trailer handle like it's a longer trailer, which is what you want on the back trailer. You want a longer back trailer than front trailer, so you can, oh, I'm late on that maneuver. You want the rear one to be a little longer. It makes it easier to drive backwards. Okay, let's just try and sort of save the day here a little bit. That'll work. All right, well, we're here. Okay, lights, cameras, no action. So we're gonna side dump this right in front of the shop. Maybe they're gonna grade it all inside. 311 miles, excellent. 42 gallons, that's not bad. 11,890. Big money for a little trip. Yeah, nice. So, oh yeah, you can see inside the truck there the new bedding in the back. It's oops, hop in the truck. Got that new blanket and pillow and all set up there. New quilt on the bed. It's very nice, or bed cover, whatever it is. So some things have changed, some things are nice. A lot of mirrors. There's a whole lot of exhaust options. Bunch of different tanks now because it's more than just one fuel tank, which is maybe part of the reason they're doing all of this stuff they're doing with the template and making it advanced and finding a way to. But I mean, other modders do it with the tank on one, you know, the main template. Some paintable bumpers. That's no big deal. Like, it doesn't need to be as complicated as they've made it. So I guess I'm kind of eager to see what happens. And sorry to be a bummer about all of this, and not depressing anybody with my doom and gloom over the state of affairs. But we'll see how it all washes out, and certainly keep you guys posted. Interesting bit on the lights and how that has an impact. And there's something about when you're inside and the lights inside the truck and how it's all portrayed and why that view. But thanks to Pisder Modding for some of the information on that today. That was really good. So as always, appreciate you guys following along, and we'll catch you on the next one. We'll once again do something completely different. So take care. Bye for now.